What's going on YouTube? It's Tentos Tennis coming out with a banger of a video. Okay, we want to talk about the state of 2K26 as we're going to this gray area of transitioning into 2K27. We have early access soon, so I just want to talk about expectations. A lot of people already got their first, views out on what 2K has basically been pushing out as what they're updating, what they're adding, anti-cheat, stuff like that. I haven't got to say anything. I really wanted all information to come out, see all different perspectives, and also experience what 2K 26 is in Season 9 prior to me saying anything about expectations of Season 0, Season 1 of 2K27. So this is more so like concern one, really. It's not going to be like claim one. It's more so concern one. 2K27 will have cheating to the same capacity, if worse, as found in 2K27. So you're going to see cheating still. And people are like, and they cheat, and they're going to do X, Y, and Z, and da-da-da. We're going to address that later. And I don't mean it's going to be, Secret V18. I don't mean Secret's coming back in 2K27. We may, who knows, right? But I do mean to the capacity in which 2K has shown the initiative of taking care of these new cheats, these new cheating methods, whether it's a device, whether it's software, whether those are detection methods, whatever the case is. I'm going to get into the intricacies on why I think they're not going to be able to, basically come back. Reason one, because we've seen very little, if any, proactive response to cheaters in 2K26 other than Secret being patched, which, I have an asterisk here literally on my notes, and if not, I'll screenshot and put it on the screen. I literally texted myself this. An asterisk, Secret being patched, which, again, the guy who made Secret went to, 2K, got paid millions or whatever the case is, whatever happened, and then boosters getting banned, which is 2K protecting their own bag. So that Secret was leading to the demise of the game actively, and they couldn't even figure out how to fucking stop it. And then boosters are affecting their bag. Two things that are absolutely imperative, right? Those are the only proactive things that they did because Secret was making their game unplayable. People stopped playing. They probably saw a dip in revenue, right? Because it literally became unplayable. You couldn't streak up. You couldn't take streaks. You were getting lag switched. You were getting quit buttoned. They were just greening everything no matter what was going on. It was just the worst time for 2K. And at the time, it looked like it wasn't going away for a while, bro. They were selling Secret for $25. Y'all see it. I'm scrolling on TikTok. So, again, and also the boosters. Boosters are not really a problem. And I say that with an asterisk, guys. I say that with an asterisk. Obviously, if I think you boost, I think you're the scum of the earth. But I want to say, most importantly, I think you just suck at the game. But boosters are not the problem in the sense of, what makes the game worse. It's you know what I'm saying? It's no. 2K is going to ban boosters because it protects their bottom line. They want that VC. If someone gets a streak of 300 thou wow in the park, 300 game streak in a park, that's literally a bill. That's $100 worth of VC going to two people coming to take the streak. That's $200 that they wanted from you, that they can't get from you because some Timmy's in the park gave it to some cheater or boosting crews and clans or whatever you want to call them. So, again, those are only two things they've been really proactive on. Outside of that, we haven't seen anything crazy. Now, claim 2, talking about anti-cheat, which it could have been claim 1, but who cares? Anti-cheat doesn't necessarily mean less cheating. The anti-cheat, I'm going to say this, anti-cheat doesn't mean less cheating. Okay, so we've seen previous games where they have some sort of system or metric or manual review that puts you in a system or a matchmaking queue where you're basically shadow banned. Now, if 2K rolls out a anti-cheat that essentially makes it so you get into a matchmaking queue of doom of other suspected cheaters, that would be absolutely amazing. You would, if you were in a shadow ban zone, you would just play nothing but straight cheaters. That would be absolutely epic. Yeah, you got that 80-90%, shooting, from 3 and you fading everything. Yeah, bro, go ahead, play against other niggas like that, bro. Go ahead, take it, bro. Go ahead, take it. And they're going to be real quick. But 2K, I wasn't doing it, man. Anyways, on the realest note, I'm very concerned in what they're going to use, what analytics, how their algorithm's going to spew out the results. I'm not quite sure. As you can see, I'm shooting 75% from the field, 72.4% from 3, right? What percentage is going to flag in the system as possible cheats? What type of shots is going to flag in the system as possible cheating? What animation, what jumper, what series of shots or series of animations is going to flag up in the system as cheating? Because, again, you have to ask yourself, how are they going to detect these things? Some of these devices or software or hardware, whatever the case is separate of the console, right? Secret was literally Ethernet from PC to your console. There's other software that's literally looking at your screen, giving you the green bean from the meter and all that stuff. So what is the metric that they're going to use? If they can't detect it via hardware, and or the hardware that's being utilized is a separate device, but it's not detectable on the console. What can we do? What can you do, 2K? Right? So they have to figure out a way that I believe is going to be counterintuitive, but they're going to probably flag animations. They're probably going to flag a certain shot percentage. And then once cheaters figure out this amount of shots in a row is going to flag me, I'm going to shoot right underneath that threshold. That's the problem. You see what I'm saying? So, like, again, other games where we've seen notorious false flags, ban, stuff like that. What is the algorithm utilizing to detect cheaters or ban or flag suspected cheaters? Ask yourself, animation, jump shots, shot percentage, overall performance, dribbling sequence. What will flag a cheater? What differentiates a below average cheater, like a Timmy that just plugged it in and starts shooting lights out, and an above average or an elite player that shoots lights out because they actually have good shot selection? What differentiates a player, right? The amount of hot contests they take. Like, okay, then IQ Contain gets nerfed, right? We hit countless reds, and he's shooting button, bro. People call it claim button script. Who cares? No, dude. Just fucking get better, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, what is going to differentiate good players who are really good at the game versus cheaters who were, like, average at the game before? They plug in cheats, now they're, like, good or elite, right? What's going to differentiate them? Just shot percentage is kind of sketchy because, again, if we happen to be like, okay, humanly possible with our shooting system, if they have the shooting system similar to 2K26, you can technically shoot high 80s. I've at times maintained, probably for like a smaller sample size, and I think that's another way they could use it, but a smaller sample size, 20 to 30 games, shooting 88+% from three on like 3 to 4 threes a game. And that was able to be maintained for, like I said, 20 to 30 games. Again, I'm not the best player. If there's players better than me maintaining that, do they get flagged and or banned or shadow banned into the realm of just playing straight cheaters? And I guess it's a whole realm of how matchmaking is going to work, how the queues would be, and basically if you're false flagged, will you be able to even queue into Park or Ante Up or things of that nature, or you're going to be like secluded to like things that actually have matchmaking, Pro-Am, Proving Grounds, Theater, things of that nature, Rec. Like those are the things that I would like to see. If they do put in an anti-cheat, they should be shadow banned from normal matchmaking. They should be subtracted from the matchmaking pool, put into their own queue, basically make it as miserable for them as they make the game for everybody else. That's the extreme you have to go to. If it's not that, 2K, you can't risk false bans. You can't risk false bans. I don't know about y'all, but I pre-ordered the game for $150, whatever it was, the premium edition, you know? So not that I'm ever going to get fucking flagged for cheating. I suck, bro. But it's whatever. Okay, back to what I was saying. What's going to differentiate it? You know, we'll have to see. Claim 3, 2K27 has to, and I mean absolutely has to hit hard. Hit fucking hard. 2K26 had a downward trend for a few seasons, I'll say 2 seasons, due to extreme, lucrative, unchecked cheating for the longest time. 2K27 has to hit as hard as 2K26 did prior to Secret, a little bit after Secret, and has to be able to maintain itself. Because again, I'm gonna say this as a gamer that's been playing all types of genres, and this is my not I'll say first time, but this is my first time streaming like consistently, and most importantly, a sports game like 2K. You have to hit hard. You cannot be, oh, we're too big to fail. People are just going to buy our product and consume it and enjoy it like they've been. No. People are openly going to criticize your game if you don't make. You can look at your bottom dollar and be like, I'm making money, I'm happy. But again, 2K, I want you guys to make a great game because I want to play a great game. Everybody wants to play a great game. So 2K, keep that in mind. Make a fucking banger of a game. Bro, you know how much, Ronnie, you know how much money I spent on this game. I can't. Like I was saying, yo, your shaggy just get fried, bro. This is from our 20-game streak, bro. We finished front runners and did all that good stuff. Okay, back to the claims. I'm going to read it verbatim so we're not getting off script, I guess. 2K27 has to hit as hard, if not harder, than 24, 25, 26. Okay? I think 26 is the best out of the last, I guess, 3, including 26, 25, 24, right? So I think 26 out of the last 3 has been the best. It has to hit harder than 26, 25, 24. Okay, it needs to cap off the last 4 games with a sustained peak in performance from launch. I don't want it to be like a Call of Duty game that comes out with 4 maps, and then over the course of a year and a half or 2 years, however long the life cycle is for a Call of Duty game is now, I don't play it anymore, but I'm going to get into that in a second. I want it to have a sustained peak, okay? You're already fixing quite a bit of stuff that we asked for. The contest, right? The cap breakers. We get to see it in the builder now, right? The builder that you guys have currently is the greatest builder you ever made. Don't if, ands, or buts me, bro. No. This is the greatest builder ever. Bro, I'm sick and tired of people saying, too many builds do too much. Too many builds can do everything. Bro, do you not watch the NBA fucking A, dude? Do you not watch the NBA? We got a 7'5" center dribbling and pulling up from fucking 38. I don't want to hear that. Goddamn, the builder's unrealistic. That nigga is real. He's a goddamn fucking cover athlete. Like, shut the fuck up. I've been seeing that. I've been holding that in for weeks. I hear people cry about, the builds do too fucking much. Brother. KD lies about his height. He's basically 7 foot, and he's a fucking killer. Okay? Stephen Curry needs to be guarded off the fucking win as soon as he wakes up. I don't want to hear about unrealism. It being that real. It's a fucking video game. And arguably, this shit that we have is tame, bro. This shit that they be fucking doing, we can't even get away with in 2K because 2K's like, nah, we're going home. Dynamic dunk meter, there's no way. This, like, for example, I always wanted to jump over somebody into a poster animation and dunk the shit out of the ball. Vince Carter could do it. My 99 driving dunk with a 99 vert can't, bro. So I don't want to hear that shit about the builder doing everything new, bro. You need to fucking get better at the game. Stop being a fucking pussy, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? Anyways, back to what I was saying. Like, that shit is the most, like, I'm gonna be so for real. There's no way, there is no way we're literally going to say that, oh, it just does too much. This is too much is happening. No, bro. That's what the league looks like. It's why our height went up to 7'4". It should go up to 7'5" this 2K. But how do you balance someone, a freak like Wemby? Freak in a good way, by the way, Wemby. W mans. Like, an Anthony Edwards. A Karl Anthony Towns. Like, the world of stretch fives is a thing. But positionless basketball is a thing. You could be a rebounder at the 1 through fucking 3. Obviously. 1 through 5, you're expected to switch 1 through 5. Matter of fact, 1 through 6, you're expected to switch 1 through 6. So, yeah. I'm overly on that. Anyways, so, performance from Lodge. Absolutely. Want that to sustain the peak. Want that to be great. Want that to be the greatest. It's fun. Now, cap breakers, badges, defense, shooting, dunks, matchmaking, cheaters, and or boosters. We need from start to finish a system that is consistent, competitive, and complete to keep us in for the long haul, right? If 2K doesn't get it right, this 2K, you'll have a Call of Duty situation, in my opinion. We're the last golden Call of Duty. I'm going to argue, and we can do this in the comment section, was Call of Duty 2019, Modern Warfare 2019, right? We don't want to look back and be like, oh, 2K 21 or 2K19 or 2K20 was the last good 2K, right? And then 26 was okay. We don't want to sit there and have a Call of Duty situation where we say Modern Warfare 2019 was the best Call of Duty in the last 10 years and like get a few okay games that popped up, right? We don't want that. We want every game to basically build upon the greatness of the previous game. We don't want to go from like, we don't want 2K27 to gut everything that made 2K26 good and throw in some bullshit and still have some of the core issues that 2K26 had. Because now we're playing a new game that still had the same problems as the previous game. Right? So again, this is what I'm referring to. I want 2K to be great because 2K is a fun game. At its peak, it is a heavyweight. It can hang with any game. Okay? If 2K can do their job and they can provide us with a quality game that is consistently competitive and complete from start to finish, you're going to have a phenomenal game this year. The current 2K we're on, 2K26, was great. We had its ups and downs, and those downs were down, right? But I want y'all to pull out of that, you know what I'm saying, and figure it out. I hope, you know what I'm saying, hey, if y'all want to hit me up, I'll hook you up with an anti-cheat, I'll tell you. But I want to see excellence, bro. Because, again, I do spend money on 2K, and I enjoy playing the game, right? We cannot afford to make a game that's going to lose players that actually want to play the game. Do not cater to casuals. Don't overly cater to the competitive. Make a game that is flexible for both, right? Because, again, it's a video game, okay? It's a video game. Don't forget it. All right, y'all. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, drop a follow, comment for sure. We can debate about whatever I did. I'm standing 10 toes on what I said about the Call of Duty shit. I'm also standing 10 toes on everything I said in this video. So I want to say thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. Check out the Twitch and TikTok streams. Links will be in the bio, or really description of the video, but it's also in the bio of this YouTube channel. So I appreciate y'all for giving me the time. Take it easy. Be blessed.